We're very excited this morning to welcome back our friend Sam Champion to AMHQ. He is the honorary Cub Scout leader of AMHQ and now the new host of the Weather Channel's primetime show, 23.5 degrees. Despite what people think, you're not on sabbatical. You have been very busy, my friend.
Yeah, it looks great here. Everybody looks good, by the way. I feel like the granddad of the show. All right, here we go. Our first show is on the Flint water crisis. The city's water source switched from, and I know you've heard the headline, but the story's important, from clean Lake Huron to the dirty Flint River, unleashing lead from the city's old pipes, and it's not that simple. It's very complicated, into the water supply. So to get answers, we traveled to Flint, we talked to the mayor, we talked to politicians, we talked to residents, and we also went to Washington, D.C. A lot of heat has been put on the EPA. Here's some of the sound. The Environmental Protection Agency now faces some very tough questions on Flint. Questions for EPA Administrator Gina McCarthy.
Who was fired or held accountable in EPA?
Well, sir, you have to look at
Was
whether or
anyone
not...
fired?
No, sir.
You have bred a culture at EPA that is built of fraud, denial, incompetence, and bureaucratic nepotism. That's what you've done.
A whistleblower says there's a problem going here, that the EPA gets notice. It's another year before it comes out.
Yeah.
You can understand why people are angry about that. So tell me how that happened.
The city was going through a difficult financial time. They were in receivership, and the state appointed an environmental manager who decided that he needed to save money so that the city wouldn't go bankrupt. And he saw that the water bills were very high, that the Detroit water that they had been relying on for 50 years that was treated was no longer what he wanted to go with, because he wanted to save money, and he switched to an untreated system. He did that with no notice to EPA, but with the sign-off from the Michigan Department of Environmental Quality, which is the primary agency.
Wow.
All right, there's not one place you can place the finger of blame. There's a lot of it. And things have to change, because the water you're getting out of your tap this morning could be clean, might not be clean, could pass a test and still not be healthy for you. So we've got to talk about this.
This is such an important conversation happening on World Water Day, out of all days for you to debut, but it's a conversation that's not happening enough. It's unresolved. So many people are so angry about this.
And rightfully so. But you can't just be angry and then let the next headline happen. There's horrible headlines happening today and all over the place, but this is something that we need to fix. We need one place that is making laws, hard laws and regulations. Then we need one place that can put those regulations in place and punish people who don't do the right thing. We really do. We need to pay attention to it. We can't pass it off to somebody else and say, I'm just angry about it today, but I'm not going to worry about it till it happens to my town.
Let's talk about what else you're working on this show. There's been this reignited debate with celebrities like Leo DiCaprio, Mark Ruffalo, when it comes to climate and clean energy. And you're going to have a host of issues, and some of them are actually going to be on your show.
Yeah, so we're going to talk to the scientists who are doing the work, the people who are affected in life every day, celebrities who take on the causes and who are doing the work, by the way. So it's a big blend. The idea is in this show to sit down with us, not just watch me, but watch them. Listen to what they have to say, listen to their passions, listen to the topics that they think are important for us to be paying attention to, because we're distracted a lot by what mainstream media puts out on television from the things that we need to be working on every day. Well,
I've already got my DVR set. You can catch the debut of 23.5 Degrees with Sam Champion on the Weather Channel tonight at 11 Eastern. And Sam, you're going to have a Q&A after the show. How can people talk to you?
We're going to be live tweeting, of course. We're going to be, Dana, what do we want them? Do we want them to get us on Facebook is a good way, AMHQ Facebook page. We're going to be doing all this stuff all night long. So join us, become a part of the conversation, and join us every week. Or
Jen,
DVR us
he's
every
so
week.
passionate about it, I can't wrap him. Can you give us the weekend?
I know.